was invited here to tell you a little bit about my story. My story started about 7 years ago in beverages after about 15 years in construction work and other types of entrepreneurial spirited projects. They asked me to talk about how to increase the size of the company and market share in a niche market, and that's about what we're getting ready to talk about. Basically, this is an overview of my story and what's going on in my world every single day. 7 years ago, we had and continue to have an energy product. As many of you know, the energy drinks, there are hundreds and thousands of energy drinks. In the United States, there are over 1,200 alone. But while I was in a business meeting in Texas selling my product, I had a discussion with a distributor in 2009 about this up-and-coming category of beverages called relaxation drinks, or anti-energy, as some people claim to call them. And one thing led to another, and the distributor said something that was the key word, basically, that ignited the fuse that started me on this journey. And he said, I wish somebody would make a relaxed drink that was focused on the very middle-class working family and not a nefarious name or drug-like product. And that's what started the fuse in my mind about entering into this space before this space actually existed. And that's what we went to work on. In 2009, when I got back from that meeting, I started to, obviously, my mind was racing with ideas and questions like yours are right now. And I was wondering if I was the right guy at the right time in history to be involved in this venture. After a couple years of swimming upstream with an energy drink against the giants like Monster and Red Bull, it seemed to be something worth exploring. So I started asking all the questions that everybody in this room's asking right now. A relaxation drink, what does that mean? How does that work? What does it do? Who's going to buy it? Who's going to sell it? And to be quite honest, I felt like Christopher Columbus for a while trying to convince somebody to give me money to sail across the ocean. It had its challenges. And sometimes, even now, it has some challenges, but the challenges are dissipating every single day over these last 4.5 years. So what I did is I convened my think tank, which is my mother and my father, my family, my brothers, the employees that we had in our other businesses, and we all gathered in our shop, and we started to talk about relaxed drinks. And we started talking about what do people do to relax. And I started basically convene this for the purpose of just getting my head around what is our mission statement, what are we going to try to accomplish, and how are we going to position ourselves in this category when there really was literally a very, very small fraction of products so far. So after a few hours in this meeting with my family and friends, we basically made a laundry list of products that were for sleep, relaxation, and reducing stress and anxiety. And I came up with something extraordinarily interesting. Basically, we decided to develop this pie chart, and it basically means that people spending over $100 billion 5 years ago to relax, sleep better already. So I have this question. Does anybody in here have any stress? Anybody not sleep well? That's what I figured. You know, I go to meetings with beverage distributors that distribute beer, and they say, I'm not sure if there's any category for relaxed drinks. And I say, you've been selling beer for 80 years. 80% of people drink beer to relax. 90% of people smoke marijuana to relax. These products are out there to relax. People are spending billions and billions of dollars on products to sleep better. Some of them are quite bad for you, and some of them you'll wake up mowing your neighbor's grass at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it seemed very apparent to me that if we could take a small fraction off of each of these spaces with a product virtually developed for everyone, for their me time, whatever it is, whether it's a better night's sleep, rest, relax, or reduce the stress in their life, that we would really be onto something. It seemed inevitably, it was our challenge to just tell the story and have a product that everybody could enjoy. So then the next question was, am I the right guy to do this? I've been an entrepreneur since I was a child. I mowed grass, made more money than my stepfather when I was 15 years old. But I wasn't sure, I wasn't convinced I had the right tools, the right personnel, the right funding. So I started to look to the past to see if I can see a glimmer of the future. And I came to the conclusion that nobody that developed any of the beverages that we all know every day now really had a clue what they were doing in the beginning.